Dr. Anthony Fauci. I feel like this guy needs to be in jail for the rest of his life, and I don't support any of his actions, and I believe his actions have caused the American government to fail, and to fail miserably. And we have to do what we can to use our voices to call these people out, because no one else is going to do it besides the ones who actually want to do it and who are, sacrificing time, energy, and everything else into naming these people that are actively putting their PPs in our assholes, and they just don't care. And I feel in my heart that a lot of people are tired of this, and my most rational mind likes to think that most people think this is nonsense. But maybe that's putting too much faith in humanity overall, and I just don't understand why the pandemic happened in the first place. Like, I want to say these things because I want to find out what hasn't been said yet to get to a productive question to ask, because that's the only way that we're ever going to get out of this maze together. And that's the main thing that we've forgotten throughout the pandemic, is that it has to be together. And we can't just pretend like things like empathy and, forgiveness don't exist, because I come from a time where they did exist, and it is truly unfortunate to see the psychological paradigm shift in the country, because we have to abide by these invisible social rules that don't really make any sense to begin with, because it's part of the whole indoctrination process and hypnotization of mass society. And the only way to break the hypnosis is to find yourself. And I might sound like I'm overthinking it, and all of this can be conspiracy theory talk. And one thing's for sure is that these are all like thoughts that ruminate in my head on a day-to-day basis. No matter how humorous or dark they are, I think they tend to reflect some kind of aspect of reality that not a lot of people seem to consider nor care about considering, because they're too busy just doing their own thing. And I respect that. I do my own thing too, but it has to get to a point where we have to just let go of this isolation that we've gotten used to, and we have to let go of the trauma eventually, because we're going to have to get back out into society one day, no matter how painful that realization is for you. I've been doing this. I've been going out in the pandemic for the past year, and the basic conversations that I've been hearing have been ranging from absolute hatred for the pandemic and the government in general to they just don't care anymore. And everyone likes to think that their one action can save an entire society, but knowing how selfish society is, I don't think saving it is possible. Knowing how selfish I am, and knowing how selfish other people can be, and knowing that sometimes other people have ulterior motives when they're talking to you, and people are strange, and they don't know. They say that I lack communication skills, but I'm starting to wonder if other people do. I wonder if that's a crazy thought, especially since social media is just driving us insane, and we just like to put this image of ourselves out there that just isn't real, whether it be hiding behind a script or computer or whatever meaningless object we use to communicate with someone. I don't really think any of it matters, because there's certain inevitabilities that society can't avoid, like reformation of certain standards and policies that we've all gotten used to, and like reformation of the prison system, and reformation of the education system, and reformation of all departments of government, and firing all politicians, and replacing them with younger people who actually know what they're talking about and can identify with the struggles of the younger generations. Because no matter how hard we want to deny it, all generations through all history, no matter the age, no matter the race, no matter whatever your background is, I feel like we can all understand trauma to a certain degree, but we just don't want to pay attention to any of that because it's considered bad vibes to, be aware of a problem and wanting to find a solution to it.